So, have you ever found yourself just staring at a massive spreadsheet packed with numbers and thinking, what's the actual story here? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to map out the entire Power BI journey. How you can take all that raw data and turn it into these really clear, interactive insights that pretty much anyone can understand. All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll nail down what Power BI actually is. Then, we're going to open up the toolbox and see what's inside. After that, we'll walk through the essential workflow, step by step. And finally, we'll cover how you share your work and what your data looks like when it's all done. Okay, let's just dive right in and tackle the biggest, most fundamental question first. I mean, this is the challenge, right? It's what every business, every analyst, really anyone with data faces. You've got spreadsheets, databases, just all this raw information floating around. But what does it all mean? How do you actually make sense of it? Well, that is the exact problem Power BI was built to solve. So here's the first thing to get your head around. Power BI isn't just one single program. It's better to think of it as an entire ecosystem. A collection of different services and apps that are all designed to work together for one main purpose, to take all that scattered data and weave it into a story that's not only visual, but interactive too. All right, so before we can start building anything, we obviously need to know our tools. So let's open up that toolbox and take a look at the three essential pieces you'll be working with. The whole Power BI universe, really, it sits on these three pillars. Each one has a very specific job. You've got Power BI Desktop. That's where you build things. Then there's the Power BI Service. That's where you share them. And finally, Power BI Mobile, which, you guessed it, puts those insights right in your pocket. Let's see how they all fit together. I absolutely love this analogy because it just makes everything click. Think of Power BI Desktop as your personal workshop. It's where you do all the messy, creative work, all the heavy lifting in private. Then, the Power BI Service is like the public art gallery, where you hang your finished masterpiece. And this separation is just a brilliant design. It means you can tinker and perfect your report offline without messing with the official version everyone else sees. It's a huge deal for keeping your data clean and reliable. And of course, let's be real, we need our data everywhere we go. And that is exactly where Power BI Mobile comes into play. It just makes sure that all the insights you worked so hard to build are always right there, perfectly formatted for a phone or a tablet for the people who need them, wherever they are. Okay, so we've got our workshop and we've got our gallery. Now let's actually connect the dots and map out the step-by-step workflow, tracing that path your data takes from just a raw file all the way to a finished, polished report. Now, I know it might seem like a really complex process, but this entire journey, from a messy spreadsheet to an interactive report, it really just boils down to 6 core steps. And here's the flow. The first 3 steps, connect, transform, and model, that's all about getting your data ready for showtime. Transforming is where you clean everything up, like fixing messy date columns. The next step, visualize, well, that's the fun part, where you actually build the charts. And the final 2, publish and distribute, are all about getting your work out there to the right people. And this is where it all comes together. Remember our workshop and gallery? The workflow lines up perfectly. You'll notice that all the foundational work, the connecting, the transforming, the modeling, and the visualizing, it all happens right inside your workshop, Power BI Desktop. This really drives home just how central Power BI Desktop is. I mean, it's your command center. It's where you hook up to your data sources, clean up all the messes, build the relationships between your tables, and ultimately design the charts that tell the story. All of that heavy lifting happens right there on your local machine. Okay, so you've done it. You've built an amazing report in your workshop. It's insightful, it looks great, but right now it's stuck on your computer. It is time to get it out into the world. This is the big moment. With literally just a click of a button, you publish your report from the desktop app up to the online Power BI service. This is that critical handoff from your private workshop to the public gallery. And it's so important to get that the service is way more than just a storage folder. It's a powerful hub for collaboration. This is where you can share your reports with specific people, create these high-level dashboards that pull from different reports, and even package everything up into these really slick apps for your team. It's where you manage who sees what. So after all that work, connecting, modeling, visualizing, publishing, what's the actual payoff? What is the final form your data takes at the end of this whole journey? And that right there, that is the goal.
The entire journey is about transformation. You take raw, messy, complicated numbers, and you guide them through this process until they become simple, clear, and actually useful. At the end, it's not just data anymore. It's an actionable insight that helps someone make a smarter decision.
So there you have it. You now have the map for the entire journey, from a simple spreadsheet all the way to a powerful shared report. The only question left is, what story is your data waiting to tell?